everybody. Today's Monday. That means it's time for family movie night. And this week we are back to recording one of my Barbie movie reviews. And we're looking at Barbie Fairytopia, The Magic of the Rainbow. And this is the third and final installment of the Fairytopia series of the Barbie movies. And it's the 10th, I think, of the official Barbie movies. And I really like all three of these Fairytopia movies. I think that they have the best animation of any of the Barbie movies that I've seen so far. And this continues. I mean, it's not feature film worthy, but it's good. And I think that they put a lot of thought into the lore behind this whole world, which I find just really impressive, because they did not need to go to all that work for a direct-to-DVD series based on dolls. They didn't need to create all this lore and characters and everything like that. So I find that pretty impressive that they did that. And so I think my favorite of all of the Fairytopia movies is still the second one with Mermaidia, because I really liked Nori a lot. I thought she was a really good character. And this one, I was not feeling it, because the whole setup is that Elena goes to this kind of school where she has to learn to be able to usher in spring. 7 total guardians, and each of the guardians is part of bringing in the flight of spring, bringing in, it's sort of like in Fantasia, when the fairies touch the different parts of the winter, and it changes into spring, and vice versa and whatever. And so Elena is being trained along with 7 other apprentices who are being trained. And Elena has her little cute little companion named Bibble, who's there, and they meet an apprentice named Lyndon, and then there's also this little animal named Tumby that they meet. In a previous movie, Laverna had gotten turned into a toad and gotten basically like banished. And so she's obviously very angry, very upset. And Alina was given the power was given wings. So starts out not having wings. And so she's out for revenge, of course. And I really liked all the different hairstyles that you have in this movie. There's Sunburst, who has a bright orange hair. And you have a character named Shimmer, who has pink hair that's in these huge knots. It almost looks like one of the Who's in Whoville, and one of in the live action Dr. Seuss. So that's really fun. And then there's another one that has purple hair that's very creative and fun. I think her name is Glee. I think that one's Glee. They're all kind of learning the different parts of bringing in spring, and they have to do the different steps to be able to bring the first rainbow of spring. And once they bring the rainbow, then that prevents the cold of winter. And so if they don't bring the rainbow, then they'll have 10 years of winter. Is basically, I think I understood it correctly. But anyway, there's all this training going on, basically. And Laverne is out to try to trick and try to get her space back. And then you have the Enchantress, and it builds pretty well. It's pretty fun. At first, I was kind of like, oh, this isn't as interesting. But then once Laverna gets her hands in things, it gets pretty fun, and it's past all those sort of classes and stuff like that it starts with. And it kind of ends pretty great, like with this battle of the Guardians all are sort of put to sleep. And so the apprentices have to fight, and they all sort of use the power of rainbow to take down Laverna. And it's pretty good. I think it's pretty well done. It's pretty fun. So these Fairytopia movies don't have the music in the same way that they do in the other Barbie musicals, but the instrumentals is still nice, and the voice work is still really fun. And I just really enjoy these Fairytopia movies. I think they did way more than they had to do, for sure. And I think it's a pretty fun story of these characters trying to get their confidence, trying to learn, then learning to work together, and then defeating evil in the end with the power of rainbow. How can you not like that? So yes, so this is, I think, a pretty good one. Like I said, I still think the second one in the Fairytopia series is my favorite. The first one was a little boring for me. The second one I really enjoyed, especially because of Nori. And then this one, I liked all the hairstyles. I liked all the characters. I liked the fighting with Laverna, the rainbow power. A lot of that kind of stuff was really fun. So that's what I think. Let me know what you think about this Fairytopia movie, The Magic of the Rainbow, and which one is your favorite of the Fairytopia movies. I'd love to know. And yeah, we'll keep going. I think there's like 23 of these Barbie movies. That the modern ones aren't as interesting to me as the fairy tales, but we'll see once I kind of get to more of those. But yeah, let me know what you think, and thanks so much. Please subscribe to my channel. I'll talk to you later. Bye.